Happy Friday. Can you hear me okay? Let me get onto the channel. Okay, I posted on Jody. Hi, Fran. Hi. Good. Good. Feminine Friday. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you participated today. I posted on Instagram just a little bit ago, so we'll see if anybody is available to come in and chat with us tonight, right? Right. You all know I like to show you my goodies right away so that they can either go down to be washed or put away. Fran, is that the only reason you're here? You're not here to see the goodies? Look at him. I'll bring him over in a little bit. I think he might go to sleep. We'll see. We'll see. So, happy Friday. I hope everybody's doing well. It's beautiful here. We have had the most perfect weather today. We were in, hi, Anna Marie. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, friend. Happy Feminine Friday. Excuse me. Happy Feminine Friday. Oh, so we were in the mid 80s today. Beautiful day. We had beautiful blue skies. It wasn't a whole lot. I know you are, Fran. I know. There wasn't a whole lot of humidity today, and the sun was nice and intense. So it was a beautiful summer day today. And like I've said before, I am going to enjoy every damn day that's left, right? And we do have quite a bit of time left because summer doesn't end until September 21st. I do believe that is when we have the autumnal equinox is on September 21st. Somebody can fact check me if they want to, but I do believe that that is when summer ends. So we still have a lot of time left, right? But with all the school stuff, right, and all the school clothes and all the summer stuff is starting to go on clearance, clothes-wise, and the fall and winter stuff is starting to come out, it just seems like they're rushing my favorite season a little too quickly for my liking, right? Yes, yes, Fran. When we were at the hut, one of the TVs, which there's a TV in each corner at the hut, which I don't like too much, but I always face the one that is the Weather Channel. And it said that there was going to be substantial rainfall along the East Coast this weekend. So just make sure that when you're out, you take your umbrella, right? Take your umbrella everywhere you go. Can I tell you something? Chewy gets so irritated at me because if there's clouds in the sky, and it even teensy looks like it's going to rain and we're out somewhere, I always tell him, grab the umbrella because we have umbrellas in each one of the cars, right? And he's like, Lala, it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. I'm going to look like a fool walking around with an umbrella and it's not going to rain. And I said, no, Chewy, you're going to look like a proper English gentleman walking around with an umbrella. Grab the umbrella. So anyway, so make sure you have your umbrella, Fran, if you go out. That way you're safe. So anyway, we had a beautiful day here today. Beautiful day. And I just did my usual stuff on Friday, and we went to the hut and we had Friday fun night. We did. And today, like I said, is Feminine Friday. So you all know that every Friday during the summertime, I wear a dress. I do. Why? Because it's fun to be a girl. It's fun to be a girl. And it's just my silent protest to extreme feminism, which makes women miserable old hags. Not sorry. Not sorry. So, welcome to everybody that is here at Lilleybugglane tonight. I am Lala, and I just thought that we would do. Did you, Fran? I had a Feminine Wednesday too. Remember, I was wearing a dress for Circle Time this past Wednesday. I was. So, you can have Feminine Wednesday, you can have Feminine Friday, Feminine Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. Or you can have the whole feminine week if you want to. Oh, good, Jody. Good. Yes, it was, wasn't it? It was. It was. Let me tell you, let me share something, friends. I'm gonna tell a little secret, okay? Jody won't mind. She won't mind. Okay? I think I've turned her on to wedges. I think I have. And wouldn't you know it, she went to her Goodwill and she found a pair of fabulous wedges. And I'm going to be looking for them at my Goodwills. And come hell or high water, I'm going to find them. Or when Jody's done with them, she's going to pass them on to me. Oh, let me tell you something. I just love the wedges. I do. I just love the wedges. She's going to pass. I know, right? I know. She is. She is. She knew. She saw them at the Goodwill and she's like, I'm going to get these because Lala is going to love them. Oh, they're in your closet forever? Okay. Okay. I take that challenge, friend. I take that challenge. I certainly do. Hi, Kelly. Hi. Tell your mom we said hi. You're not passing them along? Well, dang, friend. Okay, I get it. I wouldn't give my wedges away either. I certainly wouldn't. I hope you guys are good, Kelly. Didn't buy one thing, Anna Marie? That's okay. That's okay. You don't always have to buy, but it's always fun to go and look because you never know when you're going to find a fabulous linen dress. You never know when you're going to find a fabulous, tell her we said hi, Kelly, vintage white stag faux wrap jersey knit dress from the Goodwill with tags. Hello. So, what I am wearing today for Feminine Friday, which I did post on Instagram, but for those of you that are not on Instagram, I will share. This is a white stag, which is vintage Walmart dress. It is a faux wrap, so it's not a real wrap, but it's a faux. It's got a little self tie right here. It's the jersey knit, which is stretchy, which is just fabulous. And it's got a nice full skirt to it, and I absolutely love it. And I am wearing a white tank top for modesty purposes underneath of it, which I think is absolutely okay. It certainly does. And I got it new with tags at the Goodwill quite a while ago. So this isn't a new purchase, but it has been in the closet anxiously waiting to be worn. It certainly has. And this is the tag that was on it. So you remember White Stag from Walmart back in the day, right? And then this is the tag that was also on it. Don't you miss that tag at the Walmart? And then this. And if you look right, where is it at? Right here. It's January of 2007. 0107. That is the month and the year that this dress was in Walmart back in the day. And I found it new with tags at the Goodwill. And I was so excited. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. So, Friday fun night, right? You know what we do on Friday fun night. The pizza was super yummy at the Pizza Hut. It was only us, me, Chewy and I, and one other couple. And let me tell you something. The other couple, they got the tavern pizza. They weren't keen on it. They weren't. But let me give you all a little tip, Okay? Let me give y'all a little tip. If you order something and you take a bite of it and you don't like it, don't complain to the waitress or the server and then continue to eat it when she has said that they will make you another pizza. Don't continue to eat it after you said that you didn't like it and you're going to get it taken off your bill. Don't do that, okay? Because we know what scam you're running. Anyway, they got the tavern pizza and they didn't like it because she said it was too thin crusted. She didn't like the crust. And yes, I was listening in. Of course, she wasn't too whispery about it. So anyway, but we had our usual pizza, super yummy, super yummy. And then we went to the Goodwill before we went to Pizza Hut. Then we went to the Walmart. And can I tell you, slim pickings at the Walmart for Lala to buy anything. Slim pickings, because it's back to school time. And I don't have any littles or anything going back to school, well, except for my ginger snap. And so there's really nothing to buy right now. There really isn't. But I had fun looking. I did. And I people watched. I did. Okay, so I want to share with you all what I got at the Goodwill. Okay? So I had a $5 off coupon. It wasn't any kind of discount day today. So I had a $5 coupon because I had accumulated 150 points on my Goodwill rewards card. So I did get it. I did get $5 off my purchase. Okay. And the total was $11.92. We rounded up to $12. Well, we didn't. Chewy did. Okay. So there we go. I got 2 books and then I got 3 other things. The first book I got is by Garrison Keillor, and we all know him from the Prairie Home Companion, correct? You all know that on YouTube. He is a channel that I have recommended to you all, and he tells stories about Lake Wobegon, which is a fictional town, and he tells stories about the people in the town. It's absolutely fabulous. It used to be on PBS, but then he got caught up in all that Me Too bullshit, and he was taken off PBS. But he's a wonderful storyteller. Oh, he's a wonderful storyteller. Can I tell you, that's an art. Storytelling is an art. It certainly is. Just like being eloquent, an eloquent speaker, an out loud reader, those are arts, aren't they? They are. And he is a storyteller, a very, very good one. So anyway, I got this book by Garrison Keillor, and it's called We Are Still Married. Oh, you've read his books, Anna Marie? Have you read this one? We Are Still Married? Now, I don't think it's like a novel or anything like that. I think from looking at it, it is stories that he has told on the radio shows and on Prairie Home Companion, from what I can just flip through and look. So, but it's one of those floppy paperbacks, which I absolutely love. So I went ahead and got this. I was super happy with this. And this was $1 and I got 30 cents off of it, which was part of the $5 discount. So I did get that one. Then I got this one. Okay. Now, you all might know there's a series of these books. Okay. And I've seen them. And one of when I first saw them, blip, 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 blip. I guess I'm not an eloquent speaker either, am I? I am not. I'm taking the price tag off the front of this. Why does the Goodwill put the price tags on the fronts of things? Well, because I guess people aren't smart enough to turn things over half the time and look at the price, right? When these books first came out, they were big books. They were like almost like a 8x10 or almost like an 11x12 almost. You know what I'm saying? They were like big books. And I remember when they came out, and it was, let me see here. It was the boys' book of how to be the best at everything, the girls' book at how to be the best of everything, the mom's book for the mom who's best at everything, and the dad's book for the dad who's best at everything. And they were, like big books, right? Well, this is just the girls. This is a girls edition, and it looks brand spanking new. It's by Scholastic. It was sold, well, it was normally $9.99. It was sold at TJ Maxx for $6.99. And then I got it for $1 with 30 cents off at the Goodwill. But I mean, it's a hardback. It looks like it is in pristine condition. It doesn't even, when I opened it, I heard the spine crack. You know how you open a book and you can hear it go like that? Well, that's what I did. And you could hear it. But there's some cute little things in here. How to make potpourri, how to color carnations, how to be a synchronized swimmer, how to make the perfect popcorn, how to play cat's cradle. Do you all remember this when we were in school? Remember the string with the hands? I remember there was a girl in school. She could do every one of them. Oh, now look, how to know which colors to wear, which is like Color Me Beautiful, right? So I got this. I thought it would be cute and just something fun to read, right? And I thought maybe if there's something that I could share with you all out of this book, I would do that. But, we want to encourage our young maidens, right? We want to encourage them to always strive for excellence in what they do, right? And we also want to encourage maids to strive for excellence in anything they choose to do. So I got that. I think it's super cute. I love the pink. And look at how retro that is. Look at that bathing suit, and she's got the bathing cap on with the chin strap underneath of it. I know. Too fabulous, right? Right. So I got those 2 books. Then, I'm always shopping for my ginger snap, right? Hi, Jen. Hi. So glad you're here. We just started, Jen. You didn't miss anything. So I'm always shopping for my ginger snap, right? And let me tell you something. When I find a good deal, I find a good deal. Well, look what I found from a ginger snap. These are by Land's End. Or no, LL Bean. I'm sorry, LL Bean. Okay? Now, these are going to be a little too big for him right now because they're a size 7, youth 7, okay? But these are in pristine condition. Look at that. So I got these for my ginger snap. Now, I forget, Land's End makes these also. I forget what they're called though. They're a specific name of this shoe. And these were $5.50 with $1.63 off. Yes, look, Kelly, look. Look at that. I know, right? And they're a youth 7. I don't know if I can show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there. But they're a youth 7 wide, which the ginger snap has wide feet like his daddy does. So these will be good, but he's going to have to grow into these. But I thought these would be very, very nice for like school, or if he had to dress up for something, these would be appropriate shoes for him to use as dress up shoes. So I got these. Aren't they fabulous? I know. And they're like suede. So I think what I'm going to have Chewy do is I'm going to have him spray them, waterproof them before we give them to my daughter-in-law so she can save them for him. But I know, right? I know. You got to look. You gotta look. So I got those. Then, Chewy, for work for this fall, I'm starting to gather shirts for him that he can wear to work and that will be appropriate for him to wear to work. And I found this one. This is by Haggar, Haggar. We all remember Haggar, right? From back in the day. This is a very classic brand. And I remember, I'm going to say back in the 70s, I remember a commercial for Haggar suits back in I believe the 70s on television when Haggar came out with the suits for men, right? I remember that. But I picked this up. It's a large and it's by Haggar. And it's just a plaid shirt, button down, long sleeve. And it's got the hook loop in the back with the pleat. And it's in a real nice plaid. So this will look good with khakis. If he wanted to wear this with jeans, not to work, because he doesn't wear jeans to work, but he could also wear this with jeans and like a navy blue sweater if he wanted to do that when we're going out for Friday fun night in the fall. I do too, Fran, right? I do too. I think this is very, very nice. So, and it's crisp. Listen, can you hear how crisp it sounds? I know, right? So wash it up, iron it with some sizing, and it'll be a nice crisp shirt for Chewy for work. So I got that. Now, listen, this is going to be fabulous. So hold on to yourself. You might want to cross your legs. Okay? Look, I'm always looking for things to make conspiracy theory time better, right? Because we're trying to improve every time, right? And remember, Conspiracy Theory Circle Time is this Wednesday, next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, right? The 17th, 8 p.m. live. Be there or be square. And one of the rules is you got to have the tin hat. You got to have the tinfoil hat, right? I already added my next element to my tinfoil visor, okay? I picked up something so fabulous for Conspiracy Theory Circle Time, okay? Are your legs crossed? Let me know if you're gonna need your legs crossed because this is too fabulous, okay? New with tags. Conspiracy Theory Circle Time is so special, right? It's so special that I have to be fancy for Conspiracy Theory Circle Time. Look at this sleeve! Look at the sleeve! Look! This is a shirt for me to wear during Conspiracy Theory Circle Time. How fabulous! How fabulous will this be? Look at the sleeve. You know how much I love this kind of sleeve. Do you seriously, Fran? Look at that. Look at that. Look! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Chewy shirt was $4.50 with $1.33 off. This was $4 with $1.17 off. Now, this is by Bold Elements. It's a size small, okay? And new with tags. New with tags. Where was it sold? I don't know, because it doesn't have the price, but it, and the real price part is perforated off. But what do you think? Is it going to pass the test for conspiracy theory? Circle time? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So look at that. We are going to be fancy. We are going to be fancy for conspiracy theory circle time, aren't we? We are. Let me tell you something, friends. I am keeping my eyes open all the time for conspiracy theory things, like, you know, that I can bring in during our conspiracy theory circle time, or just circle times in general, right? I know, Kelly, right? I know. Chewy saw it in the basket, and he just kind of looked at me, and I said, Jen, not hot pants, Jen, not hot pants. Lycra pants, like from the 80s, right? The jazzercise pants. Gosh. Look. Okay, so look. I know, right? He saw it in the basket, and he kind of gave me this look, and I was like, conspiracy theory. We need to bring in the receptors for conspiracy theory. So there we go. Come here, Jolly. He was just here. Okay, so then at the Walmart, you know, I always beeline it for the clearance aisle, right? I always beeline it for the clearance aisle. And, oh, silver lame. Yeah, silver lame would be nice, wouldn't it? It would. We'll see. That would look like a NASA suit, wouldn't it? It would. Okay. I saw this last week, and Chewy and I must have stood there for 5 minutes, silently looking at each other, sending the debate vibes back and forth to each other, right? Because, you know, my ginger snap has a birthday coming up, and then there's Christmas coming up, right? So we could do either one. This could be for either one, right? And I thought to myself, I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, and I'm vibing it to Chewy. And he's looking at me, and he's like, you know. So anyway, so I went, and they had a bunch of them. Then we went there tonight. There was one left, and I got it. This is a Lego Minecraft kit. Okay, there's 605 pieces. I know, right? Kelly. Now, I can say Christmas because I'm buying things for Christmas, so I don't have to pay full price. Okay? But don't think that that's going to change my mind about Christmas. But this is not for Christmas. This is for the other occasion. 605 pieces. This is for 8+. ages 8 plus. Linda, did you sneak in on me? This is a gift from Chewy for our anniversary, and I believe he got it at Jared. I believe he got it at Jared. So, at least that's what the box said when he gave it to me. But this was my Valentine's gift. So, not this year, last year. It was my Valentine's gift last year. So, but it's just a heart. It's a diamond heart. Just it's simple. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those floating crazy things or anything. So anyway, Lego Minecraft, because he's a big Minecraft lover, right? And this was regularly $80. Okay? And we got it for $60. I think that's pretty good. Now, when Bunny was little, thank you, Linda. Thank you. When Bunny was little, Legos were a thing, right? But they weren't as big of a thing as they are now. I mean, at the Walmart, they have Lego sets in excess of $300. Okay? And they have like the security things on them that beep. You know what I'm saying? And we heard on the radio tonight. I know, right, Kelly? I know. I thought 20 off was a good price. And they had like 5 or 6 of them last week. This was the last one left. So I looked at Chewy and I was like, we're getting it. We are getting it because I think 60 is a pretty good price. So anyway, so we got that. So we didn't have to pay full price, right? Because you always want to be looking. And we did go to the Lego aisle in the Walmart last week when we saw these there. We went to the Lego aisle to see if any other of the Lego kits were on clearance. Some of them were on rollback, but no other ones were on clearance. So anyway, so we got that. So I'm very, very happy with that. And we heard on the radio on the way home tonight, which just happened to be a coinky-dink, they are coming out with Lego is coming out with a kit that is from Jaws, the movie Jaws, Jaws. Who knows that movie? Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Remember? That's one of my favorite movies. Let me tell you something. If you've never seen Jaws, you need to see it. It's a fabulous movie. It is. Just watch Jaws 1. That's the only one you need to watch. The other ones are shit. They are. Just watch the first one. That's the only important one. But let me tell you something. Do you remember, Fran? So listen, they're coming out with a Jaws Lego set that was designed by a fan, a super fan. And it's going to have the boat. It's going to have the characters. It's going to have the shark. So, and I think they said it was going to sell for like $100. Anna Marie, because I think it's like the anniversary. I think it's like the anniversary of Jaws. When was Jaws first out? Was it 75, 74? Because it's like a commemorative year for Jaws this year. So anyway, so there we go. And yeah, so our Ginger Snap likes Legos. So, and he likes Minecraft. So win-win for the finding it on clearance. So, but let me tell you something. That Lego aisle at the Walmart, whew, that is a lot. That is a lot. I mean, I can't even imagine. having a little that would want Legos and stuff. 1975. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. I remember the book. Who remembers when the Jaws paperback came out? And, and it was a big scandal, right? Because the girl is there in the water and the shark is coming up, but she's naked. Remember? Because they skinny dip, right? They skinny dip. So they swim out into the thing naked, and then she's swimming, and then all of a sudden she's like that because, the Jaws gets her, right? Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. It is so fabulous. Certainly is. Certainly is. Let me tell you, friends. Yes. Yes. Wednesday during circle time, Kelly brought up something, and she has really embedded it into my mind of writing simultaneously the alphabet with my right and left hand simultaneously. Thanks a lot, Kelly, because that's basically all I've been thinking about, trying to figure out if I could do it. I think I would even be willing to do it on video for you all to see how I could do it, right? I think I'd have to tape the paper down onto the table. I think that's the way I would do it. And then set up the camera so it was looking down, right, as I'm doing it. So anyway, thanks a lot, Kelly. Thanks a lot. Okay, friends, let's have a little bit of chit chat. Celebrity gossip. Alec Baldwin was on trial for manslaughter, I believe involuntary manslaughter. Well, guess what? The whole damn trial fell apart this afternoon and was dismissed like that. It's over. It's over. It was dismissed. Seriously, who didn't know that was going to happen? Now, the girl that's in jail, Hannah Gutierrez, who, me too, Anna Marie. The girl that's in jail, Hannah Gutierrez, who was the armorer who was in charge of the weapons and ammunition on the set, right? She's in jail. She's in jail. They convicted her. Was it really? Oh. Well, that's how you get away with murder. How is it possible, Kelly? I don't know. He pointed that gun and he pulled that trigger. Right? And that poor woman is now dead, and nobody's going to be held responsible for it. And the only person that is responsible for it has now walked free. Yes, Anna Marie, right. Because somebody filed evidence under a different case. Oh my gosh, it's just a shit show. It's a shit show. And then, his wife, who is a complete scammer, Hillary, not Hilaria. She's from Connecticut. She only spent a summer in Italy, and all of a sudden, or Spain, whichever one it was, and all of a sudden, she thinks she's some international girl. No, her name is Hillary. She grew up in Connecticut. Hilaria. How you say cucumber? That's what got her. Oh my gosh. Right? Right? And how much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? Yeah, with the fake accent. How much do you want to bet in 2 weeks they're going to show up with a newborn baby? Right? Because that's what happens. They show up with a newborn baby every time you snap your fingers, and there's like no explanation of where that child came from. And she's not pregnant. Oh my gosh, Alec Baldwin. Ugh. You know what? I hope this stains him. I hope it stains him for the rest of his life. I hope it eats him from the inside out. I certainly do. Yes, she did. I saw that. That was disgusting, wasn't it? Wasn't that disgusting? That's Steven's daughter, right? Oh, for Pete's sake, Fran, are you joking? Ew. 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 That's Stephen Baldwin's daughter. I'm not sure who he is. He's not the one married to China, is he? China Phillips? Yeah, it was gross, and she admitted to it. She admitted to doing that in self-defense. Really? In self-defense, you're gonna do that and then do that? You know what I would have done? Because that's biological material. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like a biohazard, right? Right? So I would have charged her. I have no idea. I don't know. Barney Rubble from the Flintstones? I don't know. Give me something else, Kelly, because I don't watch cartoons, movies. I don't want, well, that's not true because Brother Bear is one of my favorite cartoon movies. Let me tell you something. If you have grand littles, you need to sit them down, sit with them, pop a big old bowl of popcorn and watch Brother Bear. Watch Brother Bear or watch The Lion King. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't see it, Kelly. I can never keep them straight. I can never keep them straight. Is he the one that owns the vineyard? Is that the one, Steven? Is he the one that owns the vineyard? Because I know there's one that's married to China Phillips, right? And he's a hot damn mess. And China Phillips, she is, you know, she's got a pretty big YouTube channel though. She's got a pretty big YouTube channel. She's into that woo-woo kind of Jesus-y stuff. You know, the woo-woo, the new age Jesus-y stuff. That's what she's into. Yeah, but he got away with it. He got away with it. Wouldn't you know it, right? Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Right? But I guarantee you, if this had been Tim Allen, if it had been Scott Baio, if it had been Rob Schneider, okay, I think I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. God didn't do this. Dude. And he was handsome. You're right. He missed it. He missed it. I know who you're talking about now, I think. Who saw Barron at the rally for the first time? He appeared at the rally for the first time. Oh my gosh, that young man is so handsome. I think he speaks 4 or 5 languages. 6'9" tall. 6'9" tall. How tall was Abraham Lincoln? Because he was a very, very tall man. Abraham Lincoln was a very, very tall man. I don't think Abraham Lincoln was 6'9" though. I think he might have been like 6'6". But Barron Trump is 6'9" tall. And can I tell you, he's got a very good way, he carries himself very well. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't look like, you know, the lanky 6'9". He doesn't look like that. He has control over his body. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I saw a side by side of them together, and he does, doesn't he? He certainly does. He does. I know, right? I know. He's just, I cannot wait to see what he does in the future. I really, really, and I hope I live long enough to, you know, be able to vote for him, because I think that's what's going to happen. So anyway, so yeah. I know, right? 2042. 2042. That would be fabulous, wouldn't it? It would. It would. He's the one that they need to fear. He's the one they need to fear, right? 6'4". Okay. That's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. I wonder who was the tallest of our presidents. It might have been Abraham Lincoln. But 6'9". I can imagine, right? I can imagine. Seeing him stand next to his dad, I mean, his dad like comes up to his shoulder. You know what I mean? And President Trump says he does not, President Trump said he does not like to stand next to Barron in pictures because Barron is like a head taller than him. He wants to stand a couple people away, so it's not, you know, you can't really judge, you know, you can't really judge it. So yeah, I know, right? Oh, he's so just a wonderful boy. Wonderful boy. Not a crackhead. Sure isn't a crackhead, is he? He is not. He is not. And I don't think, if I remember correctly, Melania Trump said, so did I, Kelly. I thought he was a real, well, okay, so let's think about this, Kelly. Think about when Abraham Lincoln was alive back then, right? I think 6'4" would have been extremely tall. I think back then. Because I've heard, yeah, I think he was like really skinny, wasn't he? He was like really skin and bones. Oh, can I tell you? Was it Daniel Day-Lewis that played Lincoln? Because I watched a movie and it was about Abraham Lincoln. And I think it was Daniel Day-Lewis that played him. That was a good movie. It was really good. Was Sally Fields Mary Todd Lincoln? Why am I thinking she was Mary Todd Lincoln? That's a really good movie. I'm not sure what it's called. Is it called Lincoln? That was a really good movie. Whoever played him, and I think it was Daniel Day-Lewis, was so good. Oh my gosh, so good in that role, right? He was. And then apparently, Sean Combs is imminently the indictment is going to come down for Sean Combs. Excuse me. So there you go. Apparently there was a grand jury and they have brought down an indictment or something on Sean Combs. So he's going to be indicted. He is. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a mint because I feel like I got a tickle. Woo! Spicy cinnamon mint. They're my favorite. They are. So anyway, so there's the, and George Clooney. Let's talk about George Clooney for a few minutes, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? First of all, George Clooney has not lived in the United States since before he married his wife. Okay? So he hasn't lived in the United States forever, right? And all of a sudden, they have to call him in to talk to Joe Obama? Excuse me? No, he does not live in this country. He certainly does not. Why do you think he doesn't live in this country? Why do you think he married an international lawyer? I have the mint stuck up here. Right there. Italy, okay. To rally the troops. I mean, seriously, what are they going to do? Send Gayle King in there next to talk to him? I mean, pfft. And here's another thing too. There's some like billionaire, like freak out weekend or something that's going on somewhere in the United States. I don't know if it's Colorado or where it is or something, but Gayle King's there. And this is supposed to be for billionaires. Billionaires. And Gayle King's there? What's that about? What's that about, Gayle King? Huh? Huh? I'm suspicious of her. I certainly am. I'm suspicious of Gayle King. I think she knows too much. I do. And then that poor man from Boeing who was I don't think she comes from money. I think Oprah, I remember back in the day when Oprah made this big announcement and had Gayle King on the show, on the Oprah show, and she made Gayle King a millionaire. She gave Gayle King back in the day $1 million, which back in those days, it was a big deal, right? Who remembers back in the day, like back in the 80s, right? Do you remember back in the 80s when Donald Trump was like wheeling and dealing in New York City, right? He was the big, up and coming real estate mogul and everything. And everybody thought like he was the shit because he was a millionaire, right? Like billionaire hadn't even been there. I don't even think there were any billionaires in the world at that time, back at that time, right? Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's over 1,000 billionaires in the United States. There's 1,000 billionaires in the United States. It might be more. A lot of people became billionaires during COVID. They did. A lot of the pharmaceutical people became billionaires during COVID. Oh, you want to hear something that's funny? I told a couple of you this and I sent you the proof. Okay? Let me tell you something. I have hit the big time. Okay? We, Lilleybugglane, okay, must have put a burr in somebody's ass, right? Because I got a community note on Circle Time Wednesday. Climate change community note on Circle Time Wednesday. Certainly did. Certainly did. I think it's an honor. I do. I think it's an honor. Right? I think it's an honor that I got a climate change. Did you hear the island was sold? Are you talking about Little St. James? Did Disney buy it? It wouldn't surprise me if Disney bought it. Do we know that Disney bought it, Kelly? No way. Are you kidding? Do you know that's not the only... Oh! Look at the Nickelodeon logo. Then look at Little St. James Island at the shoreline of Little St. James Island, and look at the Nickelodeon logo. Okay. That doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, you know, the Disney cruise ships could be the modern day transportation, right? Yep. Supposedly, there's an island up in Michigan called Fox Island that somehow is connected to Little St. James Island. Somehow. Then, down in Texas, and I've been keeping track of this, on Ladybird Lake, they have now found the 13th body. 13th body. Uh-huh. Right, Kelly? Right? Yeah. So I've been following that shit that's going on down in Texas at Ladybird Lake. I certainly have, because I think they've got a serial killer down there. And I don't know why the police aren't doing their jobs. Either they've got a serial killer down there, or a gang doing something down there. But people, I mean, there's like weekly, they're finding bodies in Ladybird Lake. Men. I think there's been one or two women, but they're mostly men. And it seems to be connected to the bars down there. I guess there's like a bar area down there by the lake. And these guys just disappear and they end up in the lake. Lady Bird was married to Lyndon B. Johnson. She was, just so you know. And Lyndon B. Johnson was a raging racist, just so you know. And he put the curse on the black community back in the 60s. He certainly did. He did. I've been doing a lot of research about Martin Luther King Jr. too. He is not who we thought he was. Not at all. Well, that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. So, the weekend has started, friends. It has. And tomorrow we will be at the sink. We certainly will. I don't know what else we have planned. I'll tell you what we are doing. We're grilling burgers this weekend. We certainly are. And I'm going to tell you why. because today, during the day, somebody was grilling burgers in the neighborhood, and it about drove me crazy. It certainly did. So we are going to have burgers this weekend. We are. We are. Because it smelled so damn good. It did. Of course, Chewy said he thought it was a smoker because a lot of our friends around here have smokers, so they like put the meat in the morning and then it just smokes all day. But I don't think so, because this was good burger smell, right? So, but anyway, so that's what we'll be doing. I'll be doing my regular stuff this weekend, and Chewy and Louise are going to be golfing on Sunday. They certainly are, so that'll be nice. Oh, okay. Jolly boy! Oh my gosh. Kelly's ready to go. So she has to see the Jolly Boy before she goes. Right? Excuse me. Right? Is anybody else having gnats? The summer gnats in the house? Anybody else? We got those ninja gnats now. I'm getting them. Jolly boy! We have these gnats, and you go to get them, but they're like ninjas, right? Oh. Hold on. Let me find him. Jolly boy! Jolly! Jolly! Oh, okay. Jolly boy! Where are you? Oh, I see him. Oh my gosh. Oh, he is so asleep. Oh. He's going to have sleepy face. He was asleep in his bed. Look at that sleepy face. He's looking at me like, what the hell did you do? Oh, did you? You have an electric zapper and you bought one of the gnat catchers. There he is. There's the Jolly boy. Say hi to your friends, Jolly. Look, he's got sleepy face. Look, let's look at his beans. There's his beans. He's got cute little beans, doesn't he? So soft. Let me tell you something. He is a banshee at nighttime when it's time to settle down, and we're trying to get him to settle down in the bed, and Sir wants to go to sleep, and Buddy wants to go to sleep. Thank you, Anna Marie. Thank you. And everybody wants to go to sleep except for Jolly Boy. Oh, okay. Now outside, Kelly, we have a Dynatrap. We have a Dynatrap. Okay. There's Jolly. Okay, Sir's right here, and he's waiting for his baby. So say hi, everybody. There's Jolly Boy for everybody. Okay, here you go, sir. Here's your baby. Oh, see, he just went. See, he got too close to buttons. Did you just hear that? Okay. Now, I've heard that like a bowl of vinegar, right? For gnats, or is that fruit flies? Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you. We're happy with them. We certainly are. We certainly are. Buttons is sitting right here. Did you hear her growl at him? Or like growl at him? So, yeah, so we've got the gnats. We've got the ninja gnats. Now, they won't last for very long because they come for certain periods of time during the summertime. And this is the period of time right now that they're here. So, and we haven't had a tremendous amount of rain. So, okay. Yeah, yours are worse in May and June. And see, we're just getting them right now. Now, can I tell you what we haven't seen a lot of this year? Stink bugs. Have not seen a lot of stink bugs this year. Now, who remembers when the stink bugs showed up all of a sudden, right? And you could track them coming up into the United States and into, like, they hit the East Coast first, and then they started kind of to march their way across. And I remember when Pittsburgh had them and we didn't have them yet. And then it was like, then at the end of the summer, they started showing up here, right? And we've had them ever since, right? But this year, not a lot. Not a lot of stink bugs. Not a lot. Now, I will tell you, Japanese beetle bugs. A lot of our neighbors have those bags, you know, that they hang, and there's the yellow and green bag under, you know, under it like that. A lot of our neighbors have those. We don't. But in the mornings, no, Kelly, no. Can I tell you something? I think that was a big fat lie. I think that was a big fat lie to get people all worked up and anxious. Don't you think so?
What's that?
The cicadas.
Conspiracy.
Chewy said conspiracy. He did. He said conspiracy. He did. There's a big event. Yeah, I think it was a lie. I think it was a lie to freak people out. That's what I think. That's what I think. Now, let me tell you, we're not gonna wander too far off this weekend here at Lilleybugglane. Well, at least until probably they go to golfing, right? Because there's a big event happening not too far away tomorrow, right? And everybody's got their flags out and stuff here. They sure do. Can I tell you something? I heard, I don't know where this was in the United States, but I heard that the cicada noise was so loud that it was causing people to, like people with autism and people with auditory problems, it was causing them issues because the cicada sound was so loud. Where, I don't remember where it was in the United States, or even if it was in the United States, I'm not sure. It might have been like Brazil. Can I tell you, some crazy shit happens down in Brazil? They're like a scientific petri dish experiment down there. They certainly are. Then they're supposed to be releasing these well, Fran, you should hear the bullfrogs here because, you know, our neighbor has the waterfall in their backyard that goes into the pond. And especially when it's really humid, you should hear the bullfrogs here. I mean, it's craziness. It's craziness. Now, I remember as a kid late summer, you would find a cicada Anna Marie, my parents aren't too far from there, and they don't have them, I don't believe. Oh my God, Kelly, a cicada? Really? I watched this thing about ants, and they did like this really high-powered microphone, and they stepped on an ant so that you would hear, and it was like a scream. It was like a scream, like a human scream. Anna Marie. Okay, they have to sweep their sidewalks because, yes, yes, ants do too. I think about that every time I step on one, especially those big, juicy picnic ants. I smash them. I do. I smash them. And then I sprinkle a little bit of lime. Jen and I have decided it's lime. Anna Marie, my parents have not mentioned anything about the cicadas. I'm going to have to ask them. Huh. Because my parents aren't too far from there. They certainly are not. Yeah, but apparently the sound of them has caused people problems. Which I could see, like the autistic children and things like that. I could see where that could cause them problems. So you'd have to get those, what do you call the headphones that you see some of the kids wearing? I could see that. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. It's funny because sometimes we'll be out at places and I'll say to Chewy, I'll say, do you hear like a high-pitched humming noise, or do you hear like a buzzing noise or something like that? Like we'll be in a store or something and I'll ask him, I'll say, do you hear that? Do you hear that? He tells me it's the fluorescent lights. Yes. Yes. Yes, Kelly. Can I tell you something that made me cry? I got a little bit of tears, a little bit of water coming out of my eyes. I did. I mean, you could see it. You could see it. You could see the heartbreak in that ant, couldn't you? Ah, that was terrible. Really, Anna Marie? I'm going to ask my mom and dad. Because I'm like, that would be something that my mom would think would be really cool to tell me. Yeah, I remember as a kid, like late summer. Do you remember? And every once in a while, you'd find the cicada shell stuck to the side of a tree. Who remembers that? Right? And like nobody wanted to touch it. None of us girls wanted to touch it. So then we'd get one of the boys in the neighborhood and he'd get a stick and he'd flick it off. Do you remember that? Yeah. They're going to tell us all kinds of shit's going on, right? You don't? Okay. I'm going to ask my parents, Anna Marie, see what they say. Yeah, that could be humidity, maybe. Humidity. So we have security lights on the house and they come on automatically. Yeah, they do, don't they? Especially after they shed their skin. You know what I mean? They crawl out of their skin and it stays stuck to something. But we keep our backlight off until we get ready to go to bed. Just because the the moths and the gnats and all that kind of stuff get up to the light. And it's just craziness. But it's funny because we don't see them flying around our security lights around the house, because we have them like on each back corner and then on the side. So, yeah. All right, friends. Well, I think that's about it for tonight. Thanks so much for spending some time together. This was fun, wasn't it? It was. It was. Conspiracy theory on Wednesday. Conspiracy theory on Wednesday. I've got 2 topics. Right? 2 topics. Good night, Fran. Thanks for being here. Good night, Kelly. Good night, Anna Marie. Jen, thanks so much for being here. Jody? Jody! Jody! Are you still here? She's stabbing fabric. Jody's stabbing fabric, and she's hiding her wedges that she got from the Goodwill. Her fabulous, fabulous wedges from the Goodwill. She's hiding them. So anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Thank you for letting me share my goodies with you. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this time together as much as I did, and I certainly did. Linda, thanks so much for being here. I was so glad to see you when you popped in. You snuck in on me, Linda. I'll see you all tomorrow at the sink. I certainly will. I will. Tomorrow's going to be a great day in the neighborhood. It is, especially in this neighborhood. So, all right, everybody. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you are visiting or watching this on replay. We appreciate you being here, and we hope you enjoyed your time. Linda. You know I love you, Linda. Good night, Anna Marie. Good night. Thanks again for being here. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I hope you are happy. You better get happy if you're not. I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. Take your zinc every day. It is up to us, friends. Us. And I hope you are safe. I certainly do. I think of you all often. You are never far in my thoughts. You are not. I'll see you again very soon. Good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the night.